Showtime!
Hello honeys, I've collected all 16 opening and ending sequences featured in the Aikatsu anime and I put them all together for you. Enjoy! 16. Kira Power. Kira Power is the first opening theme of Season 2, and in my opinion it shows how strong the Aikatsu openings and endings are because I do genuinely love this one. But if I have to rank them, then Kira Power is the least musically and visually interesting to me. All of the openings have a more grounded style than the endings, but Kira Power feels the most mundane. It's introducing several new locations and characters, so establishing shots and headshots make up a big chunk of the sequence. I do also like the song, but it's the least memorable for me. 15. Tutu Do It. Tutu Do It is the first opening of Season 3, and the song is too jazzy for me. It gets stuck in my head all the time, and I do like it, but I'm not always in the mood for it. Aside from that though, I enjoy the animation a lot. The acting is very expressive, and I like the more stylized shots. There is still a lot of time spent on establishing locations and the main cast, but they have a better narrative flow to them, and the acting makes them feel a little more engaging. 14. Lovely Party Collection. I always struggle to match Lovely Party Collection's name to the song, but it's the second opening theme for Season 2. And of course it's the one where the main cast throws a surprise party for Rihime, so I don't know why I get confused. Putting Lovely Party Collection down here hurts a little because it's such an adorable sequence and I love the storyline. The song is a little slow, but it's cozy and sets a very warm tone. I definitely appreciate this one more when I need some cheering up. 13. Original Star. Original Star is the first ending theme for Season 2. It has an amazing art style, and I couldn't put it any lower because of that. The neon sign motifs and heavily abstracted graphic elements are very entertaining to watch. But I don't like the way that this art style mixes with the song, particularly the lyrics. The lines about eating too much and maintaining your figure rub me the wrong way, and they really distract me from enjoying the rest of the sequence. Those themes are present in other places in Aikatsu, but they're harder for me to overlook when paired with blatantly aspirational imagery. 12. Lucky Train. Lucky Train is the ending theme for Season 4, and both the song and visuals are loud and bright. That's a good thing, when I can handle that much energy. The song gets a little overplayed in the show, so it can be a bit grating if I'm watching too many episodes at once. But in the right context, it's very fun and the art style is super cute. I love how stylized it is. They take full advantage of that to create some really fantastical shots. It only strains my eyes a tiny bit. 11. Good Morning My Dream. Good Morning My Dream is the first ending theme for Season 2. Its appeal is about 70% art style for me. The song is great too, it's just another one that I tend to forget about. But the art style is super recognizable and memorable to me. The dress-up shot with Akari trying on outfits is so iconic. I love how far the fairy tale theme is pushed in the illustrations. There's also a lot of creative texture between the knit fabric and watercolor paper. I appreciate how focused it feels on its own world building. 10. Signalize. Signalize is the first opening theme for Season 1, and there was definitely a time when we were not friends. When I first watched Aikatsu, Signalize felt so dated and out of step with the rest of the series. Maybe it's nostalgia, but now I see it more as a time capsule for the original intentions for the series. As the first opening theme, it has a clear focus on mystery and fashion. The song is darker in tone and sounds closer to a fashion show runway track than an idol song. And you see that in the visuals too. I think the shots of Ichigo modeling different outfits is one of Signalize's most memorable sequences. 9. Calendar Girl. Calendar Girl is the first ending theme of Season 1. I've always been a fan of it, and honestly I think it convinced me to keep watching when I first started the series. The art is so stylish, and the song has a ton of charm that still holds up today. It expresses the youthful earnestness of the show really well. I did hold it back for being simpler than other sequences in the rest of the list, but Calendar Girl is and always will be top tier for me, both for the music and the visuals. 8. Shining Line. Shining Line is the second opening theme for Season 2, and I know it's a ton of people's favorite. I can absolutely see why. It's a very inspirational song, and the whole sequence feels full of love for the story of the anime at this point. It does hype me up whenever I'm watching this part of the series, but compared to the openings and endings we have left, there are others that I connect with more emotionally. I think there's a few too many still shots that I'd like to see replaced with acting. 7. Hiyari Hitori Hirari. Hiyari Hitori Hirari is the second ending theme for Season 1. Important context here is that the Starway story arc is my all-time favorite for the Aikatsu franchise. I'll get into it another time, I'm sure, but the narrative of this ending theme being essentially a slice of life behind the scenes of the Star Annis group dynamic is everything to me. It's also very impactful that the song inherits its darker, more mysterious tone from Signalize earlier in the season. I think it bookends the first season very well and gives it a sense of drama that you don't get as much in the episodes themselves. 6. Tutu Ballerina. Tutu Ballerina is the second ending theme for season 3. It's kind of the opposite of Wake Up My Dream because its appeal is 70% music for me. The art is still good, but I find the more angular style of the characters to be a bit off-putting. I definitely prefer the softer, rounder art styles. Tutu Ballerina is a phenomenal song though. I want it to be stuck in my head. If anything, I wish the art style matched its grand dark tone even more than it already does. 5. Precious. Precious is the second ending theme of season 2, and I'm always touched by how sentimental it feels. The lyrics match the narrative of the visuals perfectly. I love how far the fantasy elements have been pushed. Seeing Ichigo as this Cinderella-like character with Aoi and Ron transforming from her animal friends into their human forms is really enchanting. The dreamy art style fits the tone of the music. I like that the song leans a little more romantic. It captures the role of love in the series really beautifully. 4. Start Dash Sensation. Start Dash Sensation is the opening theme for season 4. It's another one that I think is a lot of people's top favorite, and it does make me really emotional. The music has a grand sense of optimism, and the visuals show off how far all the characters have grown in their storylines. I always get goosebumps watching it because it communicates such a strong sense of pride in the characters and their progress. The lyrics are very powerful to me as well. 3. Diamond Happy. Diamond Happy is the second opening theme of season 1, and one of my favorite songs of all time. Its lyrics changed my life, specifically the lines, "A warm and honest world has formed, that world is my world," and "Go and seize your happy life." Diamond Happy is the only song I've memorized the Japanese lyrics for, and I can never resist singing along. I deeply resonate with its themes of hardship and overcoming weakness, and the optimistic message is very special to me. The art isn't super stylized, but I do adore the playful animations and the abstract backdrops. 2. My Starway. My Starway is the opening theme for the Starway to the Future movie, and I decided to include it because it's made in the same style with the same direction as the original series. My Starway makes me cry every time I see it. The song is beautifully reflective while still maintaining an upbeat tone. The art style is fairly grounded, but full of references to the entire original series, and the nostalgia is always so powerful. I didn't even grow up watching Aikatsu, but I can still connect with its message of getting older and embracing the future. It reminds me of my own past and how much has changed since I first discovered Aikatsu. It's a very moving sequence because it feels full of love, not just for the series, but for the audience as well. 1. Ice Forest. Ice Forest is the ending theme for the Starway to the Future movie. For me, it's the sequence that confirms how closely my philosophies toward life align with those of the original series and the people who created it. The lyrics come from a more mature perspective of looking back on the past late at night and having to put your memories to rest in order to go to sleep and move forward in the present the next day. I think a frozen forest is a beautiful metaphor for cherished memories. I love how the visuals communicate the idea of being grateful for and loving your past self as well as other people in your life. The art style is a return to the fantastical designs of past ending sequences, and every design choice feels satisfying to me. You can glean a darker context for the song through the darker, muddier colors. I think that gives the whole sequence an emotional complexity that feels cathartic. I can't praise it enough. Let me know your favorite openings and endings in the comments below, and look out for my Aikatsu on Parade chord ranking next week. Bye bye!
Everybody, let's enjoy that!